Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's a little after 6. We like to stay on schedule. I am Olivia Johnson, Chair of the Board of the King Arts Complex, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our Dream Awards celebration tonight. We're going to begin by having our meal first. And I will do a brief invocation. You will pick up your meal, enjoy it, and then the program will start. If you would bow your heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful that you've allowed us to be here to celebrate tremendous individuals and supporters in our community. We're so blessed to have them as supporters of the King Arts Complex. Lord, as we have this celebration tonight, we ask you to bless them and bless their families, bless the food that we're about to eat for the nourishment of our bodies. These things we ask in our Son's name. Amen. Enjoy your meal, please.
I'm not sure how far I'm going to preview that. All right, I'm just going to continue this one.
Yeah.
2021 Dream Awards ceremony. Tonight's ceremony is sponsored by the Women's Service Board. The Women's Service Board supports the complex through financial support and volunteer services. Together, the King Arts Complex and the Women's Service Board improves lives by presenting the African American experience through visual arts and other cultural expressions. To the members of the Women's Service Board, thank you for the wonderful job you are doing in supporting the mission of the King Arts Complex. We value and appreciate you and want you to know that we could not do this important work without you. Tonight's ceremony will be epic as we honor 4 very special honorees. And I can add that I've met some of the honorees and they're just so amazed that they were selected. So we just want you to know how much we value and appreciate you, and that's why we're here tonight. This event is also historic because it is our first in-person event since we temporarily closed our doors in March of 2019. So it's so great to see you. Thank you for being here. You may wonder why we are holding this event at the Easton Town Center. Well, last summer, Easton graciously offered us this beautiful space as a satellite location while we dealt with COVID restrictions and construction on a major facelift of the Barbara Nicholson Auditorium, lobby, and patio. We are still under COVID restrictions, and we will follow best practices until it is safe. Regarding the construction, we can hardly wait until the unveiling. It will be marvelous. And those of you who've been to the King Arts Complex and seen the Barbara Nicholson, you will be amazed when we do our grand opening in a couple of months. Tonight's entertainment is brought to us by Mr. Otis Davenport, who we rely on to bring us sweet melodies through his keyboards. Thank you, Otis. I don't know where you disappeared to. I also want to thank Terry Gilliam. That's Terry with the camera is getting up in your face. That is Terry. And Yvonne Winbush, who we rely on for sound and photography. So Otis, Terry, and Yvonne are important members of our King Arts Complex family. Tonight's ceremony is dedicated to the memory and service of 2 previous Dream Award recipients. Dorothy Cage Evans, a founding member of the Women's Service Board, and Miss Louise Lane, a volunteer extraordinaire. We are grateful that we have Dorothy Cage Evans' daughter, Melanie Cates, with us. Melanie and family, thank you so much for being here. These 2 King Arts Complex ambassadors, gone too soon, and they will forever be a part of our fondest memories. Now on to this evening's presentations. The Dream Awards signals the kickoff of Gala Week at the King Arts Complex. This year we are celebrating 34 years of artistic excellence. The Dream Awards is our opportunity to publicly recognize volunteers and supporters who help to make the dreams come alive. To tonight's Dream Award recipients, we honor you because you have tirelessly given us your time, treasures,
and the resources in supporting the King Arts Complex. And we are very grateful for that, so thank you for that. As we share details tonight regarding the recipients, I'm sure that you all will appreciate, as we do, their commitment to community, Columbus, and the King Arts Complex. Now on to the first award of the evening. The first award is presented to Donato's for corporate service. In 1963, Jim Grote, a sophomore at OSU, purchased the original Donato's franchise for $1,300. Starting with the principle, treat others the way I would like to be treated, he began to build a pizza business with the brand premise to serve the best pizza and make your day a little bit better. I say they accomplished their goal. Today, Donato's is in 10 states with dozens of franchises and hundreds of locations. In 2013, Chairwoman Jane Brochi Abel was featured on the reality show Undercover Boss. In 2018, they partnered with Red Robin to sell pizzas in their restaurants. Yes, Donato's has diversified, and their product is more than pizza. You can order everything from pizza to subs and salad, even cauliflower wings. Indeed, Donato's is a hometown favorite and a King Arts Complex staple. You rarely attend the lunch at the King Arts Complex or an event during the day where we don't have some Donato's pizza as part of the menu. With the motto, every piece is important, Donato lives this motto every day, and we are so happy that the King Arts Complex is very important to Donato's. And they also demonstrate this by sharing their resources. Whether it's Chairwoman Jane Grote Abel and her husband Tom Ross supporting a gala, or Legends and Legacy by joining the host committee, or Donato's providing complimentary pizza to our summer campers, or auction items for summer camp scholarships. They have grown to love and care for the King Arts Complex. The King Arts Complex and the Women's Service Board is pleased to present the award for corporate service to Donato's. Since the representative from Donato's is unable to be with us this evening, I graciously accept the award on their behalf. Thank you. The next award is for board service, and this one is very near and dear to me. The award for board service goes to my friend, Ron Ransom. Allow me to tell you a little bit about Ron. As a member of the Executive Committee of the King Arts Complex Board, Ron served as the board treasurer for the governing body of the King Arts Complex for more than 3 years. And I say we were lucky to get him. Here's why. In his prestigious financial service career, Ron has worked for leading Fortune 100 companies, progressing through the ranks. His career path has included companies such as Nationwide Financial, UBS, and Bank of America.
His roles have included head of the Institutional Investment Distribution, Vice President, Senior Vice President, Strategic Planning Partnership, and Executive Director. Wow. Today, he is the Chief Business Development Officer at Investnet, where the company is building an ecosystem to intelligently connect people's financial lives. You see why I said earlier, we were lucky to get him to serve as our board treasurer. Not only did he serve as treasurer, but Ron and his wife Robin, along with Brian and Dominique Brooks, served as gala co-chairs for our 30th anniversary gala. Under Ron's leadership, we raised record funds, enjoyed one of the best galas ever, and moved the gala from our parking lot, where it rained on the gala nearly every year, to the beautiful downtown Kimpton. This relocation at Ron's direction took our gala to the next level. Thank you, Ron and Robin. Demetrius said when she asked Ron if he would chair the gala, he hesitated. His hesitation was not from a lack of interest or passion. Rather, he did not know if Demetrius, our CEO, would appreciate his intensity. She says his response was more of a warning than a response. He warned that he was detailed to a fault. I think he referred to himself as a bit of a taskmaster. And excuse me, almost anal.
That's for kids.
Not one to back away from a challenge. Demetrius said her attitude was, bring it on, knowing he meant that he would be focused on excellence, and he was. During his 3-year tenure as our board treasurer, Ron demonstrated excellence time and time again, helping us negotiate some of our most strategic decisions. He served with pride and admiration, knowing that what he was doing and what we were doing at the King Arts Complex really mattered. Ron's giving was always at the leadership level, and he and Robin continue to share their treasures, always saying yes when we ask them to join our annual fundraising host committees. So, for all of the reasons listed, I am pleased to present the Dream Award for board service to Mr. Ron Ransom. Yes. As if that's a problem.
I don't think you told me I was speaking, did you? I will be very brief. It has been an absolute privilege and honor to be a part of this wonderful institution, King Arts Complex. One story that I did share with Demetrius when I joined the board, my cousin Brian and Dominique, who you mentioned, was on the board, and he was on his way out. And I said, why don't you just extend for one more year to help the transition? And if you know Brian, I was like, come on, man. So he did. And being a part of the 30th gala was really special. As you mentioned, we made a big transition. But the reason it was really special, and the story I told Demetrius, I grew up getting my hair cut at Frank's Barbershop. So if anybody knows Frank's Barbershop, it's literally right down the street from King Arts Complex. I remember being in the chair when they were talking about building the King Arts Complex. So fast forward 30 years later, to be a part of the board and to be a part of the annual gala, that was a monumental moment for me. And so I accept this with great pride and great humbleness, and on behalf of my entire family, thank you very much.
And now it is my pleasure to bring to the podium First Vice President of the Women's Service Board, Doreen Gentry Davis.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I bring you greetings from all the members of the Women's Service Board. Will our members please stand up and be recognized? Wave your hands at us, please. Due to the COVID restrictions, we are limited in our attendance this evening, but we want you to know that there are 21 members who wish they could be here because this is one of our favorite events. So we do thank all the ladies for all their help and support in fulfilling the purpose of the King Arts Complex. Now it is my pleasure to present the third award this evening for volunteer service, and this award goes to volunteer Mrs. Sylvia Blanchard. This is kind of special to me. I've known Miss Sylvia for some time, and when I saw that she was getting the award and I had the privilege of doing the presentation, I got really excited about this. But let me tell you a little bit about Sylvia. When we think of a volunteer, we think of someone who freely offers to take part in an enterprise or undertakes a task without compensation. This describes Sylvia, but there's so much more to tell about her. Sylvia was born in Cadiz, Ohio, my neck of the woods, and moved to Columbus in the late 70s. She is one of 6 sisters and 5 brothers. She's very proud of her family. She has 2 sons, Mark and Robert, and 1 grandson and 2 great-grandchildren. Sylvia is active with her church, Bethany Christian Church, Disciples of Christ, where she serves as a deaconess and has been a member for over 40 years. In her spare time, Sylvia enjoys traveling, shopping, helping seniors in their homes, and volunteering. Sylvia's work career includes Columbus Development Center and Franklin County Department of Human Services. For the past 18 years, she has worked for Star Service, serving seniors, which she dearly loves. Sylvia was introduced to this idea of volunteering at the King Arts Center by her late friend, Miss Louise Lane. And once she started, she was hooked. She's always there. Favorites of Miss Sylvia and Miss Louise were the Gala and the Heritage Music Festival. We can count on Sylvia to volunteer for any and all of the King Arts programs. She's careful not to be on time, rather to be early. Sylvia knows the King Arts Center programs and often volunteer-driven. They are often volunteer-driven, and she appreciates the importance of reliability. She understands the mantra, to be early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late. When asked why she volunteers, she responded, "Well, I'm a people person. I like to be helpful and serve. I enjoy the people, the staff, the volunteers of the King Arts Center, and I can't wait for all of us to be back together again." I think Dr. King had Sylvia in mind when he said, "Everyone can be great because anybody can serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." Sylvia personifies this in service as she lives a life in service, and we are very, very proud to present you the 2021 Dream Award for Volunteer Service. Sylvia, come on down.
I'm nervous. I'm not used to speaking in front of people. I talk a lot, but not this way. But I'm grateful and appreciative for receiving this award from the King Center. And through my friend Louise, I never thought it would be so rewarding. I've enjoyed the opportunities to meet a lot of notable people and extraordinary events over the years. The people that I want to thank is, she's going home now, Louise Lane, for encouraging me to volunteer. Miss Demetrius, Miss Betty, Linda, and Devon. They were mine. I love them. That's all I can say. And I'm looking forward to the center reopening for the special events that it hosts. And all I have to say is, once again, I want to thank all of those who made this possible for me. And it's been a pleasure continuing, hoping to work at the center. Thank you.
No one deserves that award any more than you, Sylvia. The final award this evening is presented in the category of community service, and it's presented to Equitas Health. Let's talk about Equitas. Who is Equitas? And why the Dream Award? First, who is Equitas Health? They are a regional nonprofit community healthcare system. They serve tens of thousands of Ohioans in Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus, Short North, and the King Lincoln Bronzeville neighborhoods. They offer various services to the local communities. Since 2017, they have been the Equitas Health King Lincoln Medical Center and Pharmacy. They are a gateway to good health, and for those at risk or affected by AIDS, the LGBTQ community, and anyone seeking a welcoming health care home. The King Lincoln District Center offers primary and specialized medical care. It offers a full-service community pharmacy. It offers a dental clinic. It offers mental health and recovery services, HIV and STI prevention and treatment, and it offers access to health and housing advocacy for people living with HIV/AIDS in the heart of the historic King Lincoln Bronzeville neighborhood. Now that's who they are. Next, why are we honoring them? When deciding where to open its third medical center, Equitas Health sought locations in communities left out of our traditional healthcare systems. They soon learned that the King Lincoln Bronzeville neighborhood was a healthcare desert with only one full-time pharmacy, care physician for over 4,771 residents. That is absolutely appalling. So they selected the King Lincoln Bronzeville neighborhood to implement their patient-centered medical home model of integrated healthcare delivery. Not only do they address the disproportionate impact of HIV on Black Ohioans, they address healthcare disparities in chronic disease management and medication, maintenance and adherence to combat the disproportionately high rates of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. And they are addressing the COVID-19 vaccine mistrust and access, partnering with the King Arts Complex for testing in the Urban League for vaccinations. Equitas is a friend of the King Arts Center and the King Lincoln Bronzeville neighborhood. Whenever we ask, they always say yes. They partnered with us on voter registration, C-19 testing, Heart of Protest, Juneteenth, and the Gala. Since coming to the neighborhood, they have supported the neighborhood. In other words, they are just not in the neighborhood, they are of the neighborhood. And that is why it is our pleasure to present the 2021 Dream Awards Community Service to Equitas Health. Please come forth and receive your award.
This is a great honor and a great privilege, and it's humbling to receive recognition for something that our heart and soul is invested in. 500 and some staff, 3 of whom are with me here tonight. Martin Luther King Jr. said that of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking. Healthcare, according to our belief system, is a human right, although things impede access to healthcare, including the pandemic, not of COVID-19, but the pandemic of racism. We are proud and grateful to be part of the King Lincoln Bronzeville neighborhood. We're delighted that you welcomed us and that we can continue to serve those who need the services we provide. It was a healthcare desert, as you've heard, and we are addressing those needs through the services provided by Equitas Health. If you turn to the current CEO, Columbus CEO magazine, you'll see a profile of our pharmacist, Olivia Nathan, a Spelman alumnus. Olivia is one of our staff who is addressing the disproportionate needs in this neighborhood, taking COVID vaccines to churches and other community centers, helping us to distribute more than 3,000 COVID vaccines in this community alone. We invite you to come and meet our new Director of Dental Services, Dr. Marcia Irving Ray, a Howard University alum, our new Dental Director, who comes to us from the Harlem United Community Aid Center, again, to serve those in this neighborhood. In 1859, just before the Civil War kicked off, the first president of Antioch College was Horace Mann, who said this to the first graduating class of that university: "Be ashamed to die until you've won some victory for humanity." We are here with you to win those victories. We're so grateful. Thank you.
Sincere thanks to Equitas for all that they're doing in the community. Now, it is time for me to present to you the leader of our Women's Service Board, our President, Zinda Broadnax. Will you please come out from hiding?
I just want to thank everyone for all you do, how you support the King Arts Complex, how we all work together to make a better place for everyone. This does conclude the program, but please feel free to stay around. We're so excited. Our first event, and it's the Dream Awards. So we thank you. We look forward to having many more events and being together again and seeing what the new normal is. So let's have another round of applause for our awardees who we thank.